Hey, it's Colin here, and I'm just recapping the conclusion of my earn $500 in 30 days location independently challenge. And so just to recap, I was spending the 30 days challenging myself to earn $500 doing something location independent, some sort of business or freelancing. And if I didn't do it, I would have to shave my head. And the point of this was before I'd been dabbling in, I wanted to do something that provided more freedom that I could do from anywhere from my laptop and be traveling while I did it. And I'd just been dabbling, really. And now, through this challenge, I had the help of my friend's business, which is something called Location Rebel, which I signed up for, and it gives you like a lot of tools and resources and stuff. And so he'd been kind of mentoring me a little bit on the way as well, and I basically just went through whatever their program was. I chose one of the businesses and I went through the program, and I'd been doing it a little bit before, and this was like the 30 days to really like get me off the ground. So when I first started out, I created a website for myself. That was, I spent a few days doing that, and like some time just not really marketing myself, but just kind of like the first week, really, I think, is what I spent doing that. And then I didn't really follow the directions. I started going on TextBroker and Elance, and I just wasn't getting any results. And then I finally brought myself to actually do what they were saying and start marketing myself through cold emailing. And there was a whole bunch of like challenges that I went through personally through that. Like, I didn't like to do that, and it was just like seemed so tedious and boring. And the whole time I was thinking, oh, no one's ever gonna like hire me. I'm just this person that has a very limited amount of doing this kind of writing experience, this specific writing that I've been doing. And lo and behold, actually through that whole process, once I started doing that, then I actually got somebody like responded and was like, hey, I want to see some of your work, here's some test stuff. And then the next fear really came up, which was the fear of failing. And I realized that that's what had been stopping me from sending all those emails, was that what if somebody actually wants to see some of my work? And they did, and so I was like, oh, yikes. And so I spent way too much time, like putting together like this test thing that they asked me to do, and then I sent it to him, and I didn't hear from him for a while. And then finally, like within the last week or so, I solidified and got a contract. So I filled out my W-2, and so I have this ongoing client, and I basically have contracted work of anywhere between $500 to $1,000 a month of freelance work. And so it was a huge victory. It was a massive victory that I probably wouldn't have done had I not done this challenge. And so the other thing I produced also was I was doing work on the side for other SEO writing freelancers who were subcontracting me, who were paying me pretty low amount just because I was a beginner. But I earned $200 cash that way, and then basically got this contract. So the question was, at the end, did I hit my goal? And after going back and forth, thinking that I might have to shave my head, I talked to my friend Sean, who's been mentoring me through this, and we came to the verdict that I actually hit my goal because I have contracted work of over $500. So I guess next time I would be more specific in the beginning and saying like I have to have exactly $500 cash in my bank, or I have to have contracted $500. But either way, it was what I needed to really get me over the hump to get going get my business started, rather than just kind of dabbling and thinking about it and like having a website, not doing anything with it. So hopefully that you can learn something from this. That is, if there's something that you want to do, some sort of business you want to start, or whatever it is, that it's really like, if you have some groundwork laid out in front of you, like how exactly to do it, the steps, just take 30 days and like give yourself a reward or a punishment or something, and then just follow those directions every day and crank it out. And granted, I didn't follow the directions even close. I did like a quarter of the amount of emails that I could have actually sent. But I spent all this time in my head being like, oh, I don't know if they're going to hire me. And then I'd spend all this time working on my Elance profile. And it was really just like not the most effective thing I could be doing. It was delaying from the actual work that would make a difference that mattered. You know, that was just kind of like side work to distract me. So anyway, thanks for watching. I got a haircut to celebrate, so I didn't have to shave my head. I know, it's so awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.